Credit card fraud is still a massive problem in the UK and indeed all over the world. Even though we have new technology such as chip and pin coming in, it's still incredibly easy to clone credit cards. The general rule is if it can be made, it can be copied.
Jess has got a part-time job waitressing in this cafe. But a cup of coffee here is going to cost rather a lot more than you might think, because this waitress is card cloning.
Is everything okay? Yes.
It's time to settle the bill, so Jess brings over the keypad terminal for her customers' card payments.
Thank you. Oh.
That was clumsy, or was it?
Okay, put your pin code in. Okay, that's lovely. There's your card back. Thank you.
Let's go back and see what Jess is really up to. To the customers, Jess appears as if butter wouldn't melt. But what was she doing in the ladies earlier? It only takes minutes for her to attach a high-tech skimming device that is used by crooks the world over. This reads the magnetic strip on any credit or debit card and stores the details so that they can be used later to make duplicates or even be sold on to organised crime gangs.
Thank you.
Jess drops the card on purpose so she can skim it without arousing any suspicion. Here it is again. From a different angle, the swipe is clearly visible. Jess even sneaks a peek at the pin as it's entered.
Okay, that's lovely. There's your card back. Thank you.
Jess has just walked away with his card details and his pin. He may as well have written her a blank cheque. So how does this work?
The cards that Jess has swiped are recorded in this dictaphone as sound files from the magnetic stripe on the back of the card. Now, in order to get the data from that, I have to connect this to a computer which reads the sound file. Like that, that comes up as a waveform. If we then run that through a special program, it'll extract the data, which will give me the number, the name, and everything I need to create an exact duplicate of your credit card.
Back at the cafe, these customers are also going to lose their card details. But this time, Jess mounts the card skimming device on her waist.
Okay, I won't be a minute.
There, it's all done very casually.
Actually, I'll bring the terminal up so you might have to take your card away. It'll be 2 minutes.
It's a cheeky touch to insist on the customers keeping hold of their card. Who could suspect such an honest waitress? Again, a different angle shows the swipe clearly. Jess repositions the skimmer in her apron.
Thank you.
By making out the card needs cleaning before it can be read, she gets away with a sneaky swipe right in front of the victim. Here it is again from a different angle. Jess doesn't even look away as the pin is entered. These people are lucky. They won't be losing their card details, and they have learnt an important lesson about card skimming fraud.
You don't expect it to be as easy as it is, and it probably happens a lot more than you expect it to as well. And it does actually make you wonder how many times it has happened in the past without you realising.
1 minute, it's swiped, and within 10 minutes, your whole bank's cleared.
Yes. Alex, Jess and Paul have come to this pub with one intention: to con the locals. Jess has spotted a couple of likely-looking lads and decides to play a little trick on them.
Are you two twins? You are? Can you sit next to each other?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's real funny. Can you look at each other? That's like looking in a mirror.
Twins should have no trouble copying one another, but can they copy everything that Jess does?
Badly. I bet that you can't copy, you know, like a mirror image?
Yeah.
Everything that I do.
All right, yeah.
Okay, well this is quite good because we've got the same glasses. Take your glasses. I'll put a pan down as well, so it's just the glasses. Got it like that. And all you need to do is copy everything that I do. If you can't do it, you buy me a drink and my two friends. If you can do it, I'll buy you both a drink. Yeah? That sound fair? Okay. So, hands in the cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You swallowed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I told you you couldn't copy me.
It's true.
I'll have a glass of wine, and I think they'll have a couple of pints. Okay. Thank you.
That was a good trip.
In this hustle, I have placed an ad in a newspaper selling a laptop. Now, I've had a reply. I'm just emailing a time and a place to meet. Now, what this lady thinks she's going to be getting is this laptop right here. It's quite expensive, but actually, what she's going to be getting is this, a plank of wood, which is obviously worth nothing.
This is a fairly straightforward con, but there is an element of jeopardy. The customer's friend is going to meet Jess in a cafe to exchange £200 for a laptop. Jess must demonstrate the real laptop, then switch the real one for the fake. The risk lies in being able to get out before the mark has a chance to check the switched case. This is the laptop switch. And this is the meeting place. Our cameras are rigged and Jess takes up her position. Alex waits outside for backup in case all goes wrong. Something's wrong. The mark is late.
Hello? Yes,
It's the mark. It's okay she can't find the cafe, so Jess gives her instructions how to get there.
Sorry.
At last, the mark arrives.
I'm really sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush. I had to be somewhere 15 minutes ago, so I'm going to quickly... do you know anything about computers or anything? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right, I'll start it up for you so you can have a quick look.
Jess lets the mark try the real computer.
Well, listen, if you have any problems, you've got, like I said, you've got my number, just give me a ring, you know. All the software's already on there. Microsoft Office, Windows, got everything.
Hello?
The mark gets a call from another friend and is distracted. Jess seizes the opportunity to pack away the computer and do the switch. The fake is in the carrier bag.
Everything's in this bag, okay.
Jess gives the mark an excuse to keep the bag.
Actually, I'll keep this bag. I'll just give you the laptop if that's okay.
She's done it. She's swapped. Here it is from another angle. The mark goes for the laptop. This is dangerous, but Jess thinks fast and takes control using the plastic bag of accessories to close down the mark's attempt to open the case.
Hold on a second. You got the money? Thank you. Sorry, I was going to let you keep the bag because this is what I've been carrying it around in, but it's listen, I've got to go if you have
Jess gets the money. Now she needs to get out fast. The mark could check the laptop case at any moment. Jess almost breaks into a run. She's out. Jess and Alex make a quick getaway. Meanwhile, the mark's friend has rung to ask about how the laptop purchase went. This could be interesting.
She gave me a
The mark's after Jess, but she's too late. Jess and Alex have got clean away. When we caught up with her, she was still fuming mad about what had happened to her.
Oh, God. When I stop shaking, that's when I'm going to start talking. What the f am I going to do? My money's gone. What the hell am I going to tell my friend? I just gave her £200 for this piece of crap. I'm going to kick her ass. That's what I'm going to say.
Paul is busy designing some fake scratch cards because we're going to show you how not to get caught out in the scratch card swindle. For this scam to work, we've set up a charity stall in this shopping centre selling fake scratch cards. Enticed by the top prize of a fictional cruise, the mark will happily hand over their credit card details and leave with an empty purse and a huge phone bill.
Pretending that you're doing something.
Have a coffee and a cigarette.
Jess is playing the part of a naive new employee on her first day on the job. Paul is the manager and Alex is outside in the cab of the van. We'll find out why he's here later. All they have to do now is wait for some passing trade.
Hello. Can we interest you in a scratch to win card?
Hi, yeah. What are you doing?
Well, we are collecting for charities nationwide, but we thought we'd make it a bit more fun, so we're selling scratch cards today. You can win a cruise, you can win mobile phones, cash prizes. All the cards are £1 and everything goes to charity, all proceeds.
Okay. What kind of charity? Yeah, why not? Yeah. What kind of charity?
It's all just different charities, all nationwide.
Jess keeps the chat going while the ladies get their money out. She will only pass over one winning card to make the situation appear more realistic.
There you go. Thank you.
So where's mine?
We got a penny to scratch it off with. Do you want to?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Scratch, can I just be on there to scratch?
And all proceeds go to charity as well. It's not like normal scratch cards.
All right.
And do you want as well?
But when Jess sells the second card, she's going to deliberately pass over a winning card that should have cost £50.
Have you won anything? What have you got? There you go. We got a penny to scratch it off with. Let's have a look. Oh, unlucky, I'm afraid.
Bet you'll win. If you win, I'll kill you. Winning. Look. Oh, is that how you win? I'm winning. Look. Oh my God, you bitch! I told you. Oh my God, you won!
The mark is clearly overjoyed at winning, but she has no idea that it's about to cost her far more than she thinks.
Paul,
I won £1,000.
please come and have a look at this, please.
You won £1,000?
No, just got
What'd you win?
On a boat.
Oh, you've won a cruise.
Woo!
You've won a cruise. That's worth £3,000.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a cruise for 2 people. It's in the Caribbean.
Oh, in the Caribbean! I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you.
This is a key moment in the scam. It's at this point that the mark has to believe that there's been a terrible mistake and Paul is going to sort it out for her.
How much did you pay for the ticket?
Sorry.
I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. Someone did it wrong.
This is a £50 ticket.
And that were at £3,000.
Give me a cup of tea.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
Sorry, it is the first week. You paid £1 for the ticket. That's a £50 ticket, unfortunately.
You have to give me a deal.
It has won. It has won. It's a £3,000 tour.
Oh my God, that's great. That's great. A cruise.
Yeah. It's a bit embarrassing to be honest, but I can't actually let you have the ticket for £1.
Well, I'll give you some more money.
Well, £49 would have to be the... See, I have to verify it at the end of the day.
Give me some money.
What do you have?
The prize is so good that the mark is even happy to borrow money from her friend to pay an extra £49 to ensure she gets her cruise.
Right, you've got
We're in the cab all day. You give it back to me and you take me on the cruise as well. Yeah.
You do have to take her on the cruise. She was here.
Great. Come on, tell me everything that I'm going to get is all inclusive.
Everything is inclusive. You get your flights out there, you get your meals, everything. You do have to take your own money if you want to buy souvenirs and things, but everything is inclusive. So, this is what you need to do.
Paul now explains to the mark that she has to call a special number to verify her winnings.
It's amazing. And we only just opened up this morning, so...
What she doesn't realise in the excitement is that she's calling a premium rate number that our hustlers have set up, and Alex is in the van waiting for her call. He'll keep her talking for as long as possible. With the aid of a CD player and some office background sound effects, he'll be able to get this lady's name, address, and credit card details.
Hello, charitable organisations nationwide.
Hello, this is for the cruise.
Oh, you have you? Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just take some details up, just to verify you have one. Have you got your ticket with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, could you read me the serial number of the ticket, please?
Okay, is that in the back?
Yes.
252.
Okay, I'll just hold you there for a second. Okay, that seems to be a winning ticket. Congratulations, you've won the cruise for 2 people.
I have indeed. It's my lucky day.
Let me just explain to you how this works.
Having verified she is indeed a winner, Alex now goes through all the information she needs to know about the prize and gets her full name and address to post her the tickets.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the post. They'll reach you within the next 7 to 10 working days.
Now comes a little surprise for the mark.
Cost down to a minimum. So there is a £10 handling fee.
£10 extra.
Okay, now as I said, we are a charitable organisation and we try to keep all the funds from the tickets to go straight to the charities.
Alex pleads the charity cause, and the mark has no choice but to spend £10 postage and give him her credit card details.
This one. Can I use my husband's credit card? No, that's my husband's. Can I prefer to use that? Don't you take my money out of my account? Let me use that credit card, sorry.
She is so taken with the prize, she gives away her husband's credit card details. The hustlers now have the potential to max out on his card.
Okay, that seems to be fine. That's gone straight through.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will receive your tickets at your home address within the next 7 to 10 working days. Congratulations again on winning the cruise, and I hope you have a fantastic time.
For me and my lovely friend.
Having been on the premium phone line for 10 minutes,
Bye-bye.
the mark leaves the scene thinking she is on the way to the Caribbean. But in reality, she's £50 down in cash, has spent money on the hustler's premium rate phone line, and given away her husband's credit card details. It all started as a charitable scratch card game. She thought she'd won. She paid more money to ensure she got her prize. But there is no prize, only a big con. We told her what had happened, so what advice does she have to avoid being ripped off?
Don't use a credit card to people that you don't know or companies that you don't know, you know. So I'm quite happy that I'm learning something new today, basically. So I was, you know, I'm not upset. So next time I know to do better.
Be suspicious of any prize or award that asks you to pay your own money before collecting the winnings. And if you ever win a competition that you never actually entered, guess what? It's probably a scam.
In trading standards, we have been quite successful in dealing with some of these scams where premium rate phone lines have been used, and where we've been able to show that the prizes that are being offered just simply aren't there and are never given out by the companies. And in that case, the people behind the company tend to get prosecuted.
Jess is out on the town and has made some new acquaintances. Someone is going to have to get the next round in, and Jess is going to make sure it's not her.
Got a challenge for you, but I need you to help me set it up first, so you're going to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got some cocktail sticks here. Now there's 4 of us, I need 5, so I'll do 2 and you can all do 1 each if you don't mind. There you go, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 5. Snap it in the middle, but don't actually break it, just like that. I want it to be as close to the middle as possible. So if you can all do that with your cocktail sticks, don't snap it completely in half. So if you just give me your cocktail sticks. Okay, so I've got 5 here. I'm going to put them all together to make like a 10-point star, like that. Now I'm going to pick one of you to do this, so I'm going to pick you.
Right.
So the challenge is, got a 10-point star there. Without touching the cocktail sticks, I want you to turn that 10-point star into a 5-point star. Now, if you can do that, I will buy you a drink. If you can't do it, then you have to get around him for everyone.
Right.
Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Excellent.
So, to win a drink, Jess's new friends need to turn this 10-pointed star into a 5-pointed star. The only thing is, they can't actually touch the toothpicks.
Go for it.
Without touching them?
Yeah.
Can I blow them?
If that's what you want to do, you can try it. Have a go. Have a go. This is your challenge. You can do what you want without touching the cocktail sticks.
Okay.
Go.
I can't think of anything else to try.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's not a
Fail. Miserable.
that's not a 5-point star. I've
No.
only actually got 3 cocktail sticks left. You just blew them off the
I
table.
didn't have any
That's
idea.
fine. So I'm going to set these up. That's roughly how they were before, weren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, I said you couldn't touch them. I didn't say you couldn't use anything. Now, I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to use a little bit of water. Oh, I do love this bit when
No
it's
way.
Oh, I love this bit. Come on.
That's actually amazing.
It seems impossible, unless you know how. A couple of drops of water make the wood in the toothpicks swell up, straightening them out to form a 5-pointed star.
Thank you very much.
This is Leicester Square in London, destination for thousands of tourists who come to snap up bargains at the many cut-price theatre ticket booths. West End shows are the #1 tourist attraction in the capital, and more than 13 million tickets are sold in a year. So at up to £70 each, that's an awful lot of money. Jess and Paul also enjoy the odd evening of grease paint and showbiz tunes. But what they'd really like is to get their hands on some of that theatre-goer money. This is the We Will Rob You scam. Paul and Jess are in a Leicester Square bar, keeping an eye out for some likely-looking marks.
It's at the end, sorry.
Or with the tape recorder? Yeah.
It was the build-up to it.
Such as these lucky ladies.
Oh, no, don't go in, don't go in.
Time to put this plan into action.
What time is it? It's 6:30. So we shall go get it now?
A good chance.
I think so, yeah.
Go on then.
Okay. It's only around the corner, isn't it?
All right. Can I take a jacket?
No, I'm really hot. I don't want my jacket. We didn't have work.
Sounds like Jess is heading off to buy some theatre tickets from one of the nearby discount ticket booths.
Yeah, man, you can do it.
Hello? Hey. Yeah, no, I'm in town. What's going on?
Paul's none-too-subtle phone call is hard for the marks to ignore.
Oh, mate, could you call someone else? Maybe.
It's his boss on the line, and Paul might not be able to make the show after all.
Okay, I got to deal with you know who first. All right, okay, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
But you know who has already bought the tickets.
Cold.
I'm freezing. I should have brought my coat. I got We Will Rock You at 7:30, so plenty of time. Do you want to go for dinner first? No dinner.
Here comes the bombshell.
Stop it. What is it? What?
Gotta go to work.
You got to go to work? What now?
Well, in an hour. I can't make the show. Tried to call you, but
I've not got my phone.
Unfortunately, these tickets are non-refundable.
I'll get the show next week. All right?
But then what am I going to do with these?
Just give them to somebody else.
I'm not going to give £68 tickets away.
It would be such a terrible shame for these great seats to go to waste.
See if these girls want them.
Excuse me, do you guys want to go see a show tonight?
It was a really random. I just bought tickets now. We can't go.
Yeah,
if you're interested.
Yeah, I've been called into watch, but
We Will Rock You.
We Will Rock You.
Oh, what, the musical?
Yeah.
I love musicals. Do you? Yeah.
It's meant to be really good.
They're half-price tickets. I mean, we got them for £34 each, so they're a great deal. 60 quid for two? A bargain.
Will these marks really buy theatre tickets from people they've just met in a pub?
Okay, yeah. You do that tonight? Okay, have you got any change?
Yep,
We're going to see it next week.
a good deal all round.
There you go.
60? Thank
There you
you.
go. Oh, thanks. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you two are here.
I should go.
Jess has sold the £68 tickets to these two musical fans for 60.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad you can go.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
have a
glad
good time.
you can go.
All right.
See ya. Got everything.
See ya.
She's got most of her money back, and the girls can look forward to a great night out. So what's the scam? Have they handed over £60 for dodgy fakes? Absolutely not. They've just bought 100% genuine tickets for tonight's performance.
Oh, she seems sweet though. They're nice.
But they won't be banging their heads along to Bohemian Rhapsody. In fact, they'll never even see the curtain rise. And here's why. When Jess left the pub, she really did go to a ticket office. But instead of walking up to the window, she waited just around a corner. Seeing two customers walk off with tickets in hand, she made her move.
Excuse me. Excuse me, hi. So have you just bought some theatre tickets? I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. I work at the box office. Where they've actually sold you your tickets, I was meant to reserve those seats for a party of 20. So if it's okay with you, would you mind if I upgrade your tickets to the stalls? They're our most expensive seats.
So the ones you want to give us is better than these?
Oh, they're the stalls, so they're the most expensive ones. If I take those back for you, so want to come to the front? I'll get you.
With the promise of a free upgrade, these theatregoers happily handed over their tickets. Jess didn't care which show they were for. The more popular, the better.
Go to the stall on the right and I'll be right there.
And that's the last time they ever saw Jess or their tickets. On her way back to the pub, Jess then sent a text to Paul. His cue to receive a fake phone call from his imaginary boss. Back at the ticket booth, the customers had soon had enough of waiting for Jess to appear behind the window.
We just walked away and a woman asked us for the tickets that we bought. She said, because apparently there was a block of 20 seats reserved.
But the sales assistant couldn't help and called the manager.
Well, what would she look like?
Dark hair. Short, striped top.
No one works here like that. Seriously?
Fortunately for these two girls, the manager cancelled their original tickets, allowing them to pick up new ones at the theatre. They didn't lose any money, just a few minutes of their evening. The same can't be said for the other two theatregoers who paid £60 for a show they'll never see.
We're gonna go watch, what is it called? We Will Rock You now. Plans have changed. We got some tickets. We got them £30 each, which we thought was quite good.
Where she came from was like the side door to the box office, so I thought she was going to come back, but she didn't.
Yeah, but she was very convincing.
There you go.
We told the marks the tickets they spent £60 on have been cancelled and are now worthless.
I'm gutted. I'm off.
These are the historic docks in Liverpool. Jess is in one of the main marina car parks, and it looks like she's in a spot of bother. She has a flat tyre. And though she's managed to jack the car up, she has no idea what to do next. What she needs is someone to give her a helping hand. This is the Good Samaritan scam. Hopefully the occupants of this car will be the kind of people who don't mind helping a complete stranger.
Excuse me. Hiya. Do you know how to change a tyre by any chance? You do? Could you help me, please? I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I managed to jack it up and that's about it.
The scam is on. Their willingness to do a good deed has just made these motorists the marks.
Jacked it up properly, is it off the ground?
I guess so, yeah.
I'm not really know how to do these things. Is it not? Do you need to do that?
After standing here so long in the cold sea breeze, Jess is naturally feeling the chill. So she has one more favour to ask of her new friends.
So can I be really, really cheeky? I've just seen you coming. Has your car got a heater in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you mind if I just go quickly sit in it and make a phone call? Is that okay? I'm absolutely freezing. Thank you. So I can just watch what you're doing. Oh, thank you.
Of course, she can't run the heater without the car keys.
Thank you very much. Just that green one over there. Thank you. I'll be 2 seconds. I'll just go for my dad.
Being a gent, the Mark does the honourable thing and lets Jess wait in his car to warm up. Though he's keeping a good eye on the damsel in distress and his car, while his girlfriend gets her hands dirty. But the moment his back is turned, this good deed goes bad.
Right, where's the car then?
What?
Before he realises what's happened, the Mark's car is gone. And he's not happy. So why has Jess stolen his wheels, leaving her own perfectly good car behind? Because it was never her car to start with. Let's take a look at what really happened. Jess wasn't working alone. This was a 3-hustler scam. The hustlers arrived and pulled up by a parked car. They'd come prepared with all the tools they needed. The cheapest spare tyre and jack money could buy. Alex jacked up the car and let the air out of a front tyre. With the man work done, it was time for Jess to step in and play her role as the damsel in distress. Alex and Paul then pulled up across the car park where they could keep an eye on proceedings and waited.
Thank you. I'll be 2 seconds. I'll just go for my dad.
Once Jess had secured some marks and persuaded them to hand over their car keys, Alex and Paul made their moves. Jess got into the Mark's passenger seat and put the keys in the ignition. Alex also headed over to the car, but timing was critical. He had to wait for Paul to pull up right in front of the Marks in the hustler's van. For a matter of seconds, the van completely blocked the Mark's view of his car. Long enough for Alex to jump in the driver's seat and disappear. Followed shortly afterwards by Paul. But the Mark's troubles aren't over yet. They have some explaining to do to the real owners of the broken down car, who return to find their vehicle with its wheel in the air.
Is that not
hang on a minute. Have they pinched my wheels and put different wheels on?
No, we started this.
We were doing that. She came over.
This nice pretty lady came along and said, "Oh, do you mind just changing the wheel in your car?" And said, "Come on, really cheeky and sit in your car for a while." Because she was freezing, standing out here.
How do I get off my car to drive?
She was a bit cold, so she was wanting to get my car just to warm up for a bit. I thought it'd be all right, but I've been robbed.
It was horrible because I've only just had it about 2 weeks. I thought that trying to get off with my lovely little car.
I think I looked down to try and take another thing off the wheel, and then she'd driven off in my car.
This scam plays on the Mark's good nature, and a damsel in distress is an excellent way to get a hold of someone's car keys.
Now, we would never advocate not helping somebody when they're in distress, but always take account of the situation first before you get involved. In our case, we had people handing over their car keys to someone they had met 10 seconds ago. It's really not a very smart thing to do.
This is Brighton Pier, world famous as a visitor attraction with its many amusements and fairground rides. Alex and Jess have come to see if they can get their hands on some tourist cash by setting up their own stall. They're offering prizes ranging from cuddly toys to expensive watches and MP3 players. This is the Lucky Ticket scam.
Lucky tickets. Lucky tickets. Come and play a lucky
Oh,
ticket.
you won something already? What have you got?
What have you won?
Oh, adorable.
And it cost me £5, wouldn't it?
It's a bargain. £2 for a handful of tickets. Any even number wins a prize.
No persuasion needed. These customers each hand over £2 for 10 lucky tickets.
I'll take the money.
The rules of this game are easy. There's a big bucket and thousands of numbered tickets. Even numbered tickets are losers, odd numbered tickets are winners. 5 winners equals a top-of-the-range MP3 player.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Alex counts out the tickets, so they can rip them open and see if they've won.
10.
Oh, the odd one.
Oh.
Odd ones are winning.
I'm feeling lucky after my ticket.
Yeah. Are you?
88. 57. That's an odd. That's a winner. Okay, we're going to put this over here.
Straight away, these guys have picked a winner. In fact, everyone that plays this game immediately has luck on their side.
Hey, there's one. So how many odd numbers are in there?
Half and half.
Even the most suspicious of customers is an instant success.
Oh, great, okay.
Even.
Ah.
Oh, odd. Excellent, okay, 2. Taking one of those, or one of these.
So far, so good. Everyone has got themselves a small stuffed toy or a water pistol. That's safe. No one can take that away from them.
Even.
I think obviously you've got the lucky streak.
I have, you know.
Of course, with the hustlers around, there's no such thing as luck.
The odd even ticket scam is a game you'll find in fairgrounds both here and abroad. It's not always a scam, but when it is, your chances of winning are minute. The reason this works so well is that the operator's got complete control of the game. He can let the marks win or lose anytime he wants by palming in winning tickets.
The tickets aren't 50% odd and 50% even. In fact, every single ticket in the bucket is actually an even number. They are all losers. The only winning tickets are actually in Alex's pocket. And the only time they enter the game is when he intentionally adds a winner to the pile. That's why he always counts out the tickets before handing them back to the marks. And the instant win is only to get them hooked and make them spend more money.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you bank those if you want to have one more go, or a couple more goes. I'll let you put these aside. So if you get 5 tickets, you win one of these sunglasses.
Jewellery.
You're halfway there.
So how many do we need to get one of those?
You need to get 3 more.
Oh, no. Give me another one.
Seeing as they're so close to winning a star prize, the marks keep buying more tickets.
Another digital camera. You need to get 3 more. An iPod.
I haven't got an iPod.
And every so often, they tear open another winning number.
You've got another odd.
Another odd.
Okay, 2 more to go, and you can win the.
One more.
You sure?
Yeah, one more go.
But just as they get close to winning the big prize, the winning numbers completely dry up.
Aww. Aww. You did so well last time.
What are the odds?
3,
The odds are
4,
theory
6,
four.
7.
There's the last one.
That's it.
Oh, guys, you did
What do we
so
get for
well.
4?
You get for 4. Let me see what you get for 4. I'll give you definitely one of these.
70 open tickets, but no star prize.
You get 2 things.
Still, they're not walking away empty-handed. They've won themselves a cuddly toy and a plastic water pistol. Total value, 65p. Not a great return for £14. In fact, Alex doesn't let anybody get enough points to win the big prize. But those stuffed toys are absolutely flying off the shelf. It may only be a few quid at a time, but this game can bring in more than £100 an hour. And at that rate, the only winners here are the hustlers.
Nice.
Have fun with that.
we didn't do overly well on that
Nearly.
one. Nearly, we nearly got
We
it.
got 4 odds, we needed 5 to
Yeah.
get like a watch and or sunglasses.
Which was quite nice, but no, we settled with those in the end.
We needed 2 more to get an iPod, but we decided to cut our losses because we weren't doing that good after all.
We told the marks that there were never any winning tickets in the bucket.
Well,
Is that why he counted them?
Oh. Well, he couldn't have done.
He gave,
Because we gave him the tickets.
we gave him the tickets to count from, though.
Games of chance and luck are all great fun, but you should only spend what you can afford. And remember that you're really paying for the entertainment value rather than actually expecting to win anything. If you think a game is crooked, just walk away.
A relaxed bar in the West End of Glasgow. But this smart couple aren't on a date. It's Alex and Jess, and it looks like these guys are here to meet them. But they're not here for drinks. They've been told that Alex is selling off some cheap tablet computers, and they're here to buy.
Edward, have a seat.
This makes them the marks in the splitter.
So it was 1 iPad? Oh, okay. You know, you each going to buy one, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, you want another one?
That's fine.
Alex opens the box in front of the marks so they can see that what they've come to buy is the real deal. But Alex and Jess already know they want 2. They've deliberately only brought 1. In fact, this is the key to the scam working.
Okay, if you've got a car here, have you? Yeah. All right, we can quickly drive down to the lockup and pick another one up. Is that okay? The only thing is you need to pay for them now, because then we can release them, yeah?
Alex is happy to get another one from their lockup, and the first mark agrees to drive him there. But Alex wants the money first. The mark hands over hundreds of pounds.
Yeah. Good.
Alex quickly counts the cash. After all, there are lots of con artists around these days.
Perfect.
Brilliant,
Okay.
thank you.
You hold on to that.
Put it back in that envelope.
Edward, do you want to... You got the car, you said, yeah? Let's go.
Alex and the first mark head off to the lockup.
You're not going to be long, are you?
No, 5 minutes.
Okay.
The second mark stays put with Jess, the original iPad and all that cash, as Alex's chauffeur takes him to his car. And off they go.
Just left here.
Meanwhile, Jess and the other mark are making a little small talk.
Oh, you do security? Oh, wow, whereabouts? Oh, you're a bouncer? Remember, I kicked a bouncer when I was about 18.
The marks just received a text.
Sorry? You okay? Oh, was it? You're going to go out and give it a boy thing that you do? Okay.
That text isn't completely accurate. It came from the first mark's phone, but not from the mark himself. Once they were a few streets away, Alex made up an excuse about having to collect the lockup keys from a mate in another pub.
You know what, we're here early and I left my mobile with Susie. Have you got your mobile on you? I'll text him and just to let him know that we're here early.
Alex then borrowed the mark's phone to text his mate about the keys. But what he was really doing was texting the other mark. Back at the first bar, this guy heads outside to help his pal.
I'll just go in. I'll be 2 secs, yeah?
Alex hands back the phone and then does a runner through the pub into a parked car. And he's gone. And suddenly, Jess also seems to have somewhere else to be. Alex is taking ages, and the first mark is getting restless. Outside the first pub, there's no sign of the broken down car. Fed up waiting for Alex, eventually the first mark calls his mate.
Are you sure this isn't Dodgy? He's in the pub. Where's she?
Jess has disappeared along with the iPad and the cash.
This.
And the poor Mark is so gobsmacked, he seems to have lost the power of speech.
This. She's gone. Right, what about the money, but?
And it soon starts to dawn on both of them. Something's gone seriously wrong.
This.
Alex meets Jess at a pre-arranged rendezvous point, and their getaway is complete.
Got money for the iPad? Splendid.
When we separated, that's when a lot of the confusion started, because I couldn't see him and he can't see me, so and as far as he knew, I was round the corner when I was a couple of miles down the road.
Planned out quite well.
Got the separation thing bang on. Taking sweets from my baby, really.